Okay, Virgo, this is your January 2020 reading. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for you. All right, so immediately when I pulled cards for you, I got the Eight of Wands and then also the Knave of Chalices. So you're really working to get your emotions right at this time. I think that you really started with this year full speed ahead with this Eight of Wands. You're going for victory, you're going for the gold, and you are putting all your energy into the things that you want to see happen in January. For you, the year started off with you taking a tally of everything that you wanted to accomplish and seeing where you were falling short. But more so than seeing where you were falling short, also seeing where great progress could be made for you. So, in every aspect of your life, whether it was finances, whether it's relationships, you said, okay, this is January. I'm going to start full speed ahead. I'm going to make progress in all of those places where I want to see progress this year. And I'm just going to keep going. And it's really, Virgo, you really deserve an applause because of the fact that I see that you're determined right now not to go into your usual pitfalls of beating up on yourself, of going and criticizing yourself, thinking about what you could have done better in times past. But you're really looking forward to the future here and acknowledging that you haven't been as good to yourself emotionally as you would have liked to be. So that's something that you're working on this year. And this is clarified with the Justice card, also upright. You have a lot of upright cards, Virgo, which indicates progress. And that's great for you this year. You are acknowledging that you haven't been as fair to yourself emotionally or in life as you would have liked to be. And you're also acknowledging that you could have gone further in life had you been fair to yourself, had you looked out for you first. So this is something that you're working on this year big time. And this is also a cycle with the Justice card here. This is a cycle that is coming to an end. This is a major arcana card. So there were times before where you were over sacrificing, where you were doing too much for others and not enough for yourself. Definitely a need for self-love here with this Knave of Chalices upright. And you are doing yourself justice this year. You're being fair to you, and you're looking at all decisions and knowing that this is an area that you need to work on and going, wait a minute, is this fair to me? So congratulations to you guys for making that progress. So with the Tower card in reverse next to the Justice card here and the Knave of Chalices, I see twofold. There are some people that you're acknowledging in your life have shaken things up in a negative way, that have brought disorder to your life, Virgo, and you're making it, you're being aware now of all of the disorder that these people have caused, all the chaos that these individuals brought to your life. And with this card in reverse, these people are unapologetic about it. These are naturally chaotic people who are unapologetic about the chaos they cause for others, because I think that for them, chaos is all they know how to bring to the table, whether this is a friendship, whether this is a family member or a loved one or someone that you're in a relationship with or that you've been dating. This is a person that only knows how to be destructive and toxic, and that is what's in the cards for them this lifetime until that cycle ends for them. And that cycle may not end for them this lifetime. This may be something karmic that they've built up and that they're building up. But I see this being like a 50-year stretch for these people. I think they're going to live most of their life just being destructive individuals. And Virgo, there's nothing that you can do about that, and you're starting to realize that these people and their actions are truly out of your hands. However, in addition to this, you're also looking at an aspect of yourself and the fact that you don't want to have to shake things up, and you know that in some ways by being fair to yourself it's going to shake things up, not because you're going to do anything destructive to anyone, but because other people are going to feel like you're hurting them by being true to you, by being fair to you, by loving yourself. There are people who are so used to using you or taking advantage of your kindness that they're going to feel like you're hurting them, which you're not. But it's, to them, they're going to think that you're, with this, especially clarified by the Ace of Pentacles here, they're going to feel like you're taking something away from them by acknowledging your self-worth. And here's the Ace of Pentacles card right here. And yeah, they're going to see you step into your self-worth, Virgo, this year, and in January especially. I see a lot of you putting yourself out there more. I see a lot of you more aware of your self-worth, and especially with this Ace of Pentacles next to the Justice card, I see a lot of you just more aware of your self-worth in general, and making yourself aware of that, making that clear to you, because you know that a lot of what you've been held back from in life has been because of you not acknowledging how great you are, for you not acknowledging how beneficial you are to other people, but other people fully seeing that. But with this Tower card in reverse, them refusing to give you the credit for that. So I'm going to pull some other cards for you here. So there's a Pentacles card, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And for a lot of you Virgos, a lot of you Virgo placements, I do believe have certain like angelic like backgrounds to you. A lot of you may be earth angels, but in addition to that, you know, Virgos, you're just natural healers. And so even if you don't resonate with that, I would strongly suggest that you look up earth angels, look up angels, see if you feel like that applies to you, because that's going to explain a lot of the hardships and a lot of the frustration that you've gone through in life with giving to the wrong people. And with the Three of Pentacles here, it does signify that you're realizing that these people are not on your level. These are people that you may have once aspired to be like. And now you're seeing that these people are not on your level. You may have felt that associating with these people was going to make you more like them, only to find out that these people are really empty inside. These people really have nothing to offer. They put on a good front. They may dress well. They may have lots of friends, but inside they're empty. And they were looking for you, Virgo, to fill them, to make their life feel fulfilled, to make it worthwhile, to heal their wounds while creating more wounds for you. And so you're realizing with this Upright Pentacles card, the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Three of Pentacles in reverse, you are truly realizing not only your worth, but that these people aren't worth as much to you as what you previously thought that they were. Everything that glitters isn't gold, and this is definitely something that you are learning by seeing the true nature of these people, that a lot of them are just fool's gold, and you thought you were getting people who were worth it. You thought you were putting effort that they deserved into the relationship, and now you feel more like they've stolen from you. So you're getting away from a lot of these negative relationships in your life. And with this, the Ace of Pentacles here next to the Three of Pentacles, it's really showing a shift in your values and what you feel like is worth it in life, Virgo, and what you feel like isn't. Because you're recognizing your self-worth, it's starting to put everything around you into perspective, and you're starting to see that some things that you thought were great, that you thought were worth putting your effort and your energy into in life, some people whose opinions you cared about in life just don't seem to be worth that much to you anymore. And this is the Devil card in reverse, of course, because we're talking about toxic people, and you're now realizing that this toxicity that you had before in your life isn't worth it, and you're also dropping and really being very stern with yourself in a positive way about dropping any toxic habits that you have that is keeping you from fully achieving your self-worth and your potential. So this January is really you're going full speed ahead, and you're really not taking any prisoners, but you're using January in this Capricorn season for all that it's worth. And that's a positive thing for you, Virgo. So then we also have the Knave of Pentacles. And I think that for a lot of you, some of you might be going back to school or considering that. A lot of you are also, if you have a trade or anything that you specialize in, you are looking to learn more about that. And this Knave of Pentacles card signifies that with all these pentacles in your spread for the month of January, this lets me know that your focus is on enhancing the worth that you already have. So if you are if you have a specific trait or talent, Virgo, you're looking to take classes on how to be even better at that. You're looking at ways that you can be a better artist, or ways that you can be a better, if you make something with your hands, that you can be better at your craft, or whatever your craft might be for you, Virgo. You're looking at ways to improve so you can be even better than what you already are, because this is the first time in a while for a lot of you Virgos that you're truly sensing your own potential, and you're determined to, as a driven sign that you are, make the best of that. So here we have the Queen of Chalices reversed. And for all the work that you guys are doing, one thing that you want to watch out for in January is feeling like you're not emotionally fulfilled, especially with you cleansing your life of all these toxic relationships. You feel a lack of fulfillment emotionally. You feel that you lack that support. And also with the Queen of Chalices, if you look carefully at this card, you see the mother and child, and that's not the like the classic image or whatever. But for you, I do think that this is significant because it speaks to the type of relationships that you are missing in your life. And I think you're missing that nurturing quality, that mother quality of having somebody there to validate you emotionally, to tell you that you're doing great, to celebrate your progress outside of just you. And I think that for you, Virgo, what you're going to have to do is, instead of looking for these qualities in others or looking for someone outside of you to acknowledge how great you are or the great progress that you're doing, not that you need anyone to validate you, Virgo, but this is the point, that you don't need anyone to validate you. And so because of that, you need to learn how to mother yourself. And through you learning how to mother yourself, these toxic people that you are kicking out of your life this season, and I think for a lot of you, when it comes to kicking people out of your life, you're doing it gently. Why? Because you don't want any drama that's going to fuck up what it is that you're doing. You don't want any extra drama. You don't want any arguments. You really want to spend as little energy on these toxic individuals as possible. And that brings us back to you, Virgo. So because you're losing all of these people in your life, it really is important that you mother yourself so that you can validate yourself and not need anyone else to ever do that for you. And that's going to save you a lot of time and energy, because you're no longer going to attract these vampires who prey on the fact that they might feel like you don't validate yourself, that prey on the fact that you're insecure, that prey on the fact that you don't know your own self-worth. And once you fix this, you're going to see a lot of other things that are positive coming into your life. So we have the Six of Swords reversed here. So this, along with the reverse of the Queen of Chalices or the Queen of Cups, shows that you are giving up in a positive way. You're giving up on anyone else giving you what it is that you know that you can give yourself. You're going, look, I know no one can love me better than me. And you're really putting that into practice in loving yourself. With this Death card, part of you might be resistant to this change. Part of you might find yourself slipping up a little bit and maybe dating some of the wrong people, or realizing, oh, wait, I'm being dependent on someone again outside of myself for validation. So when you find that, make sure that you bring yourself back to center, and that you realize that it's your job to validate yourself. Make sure that you're seeing yourself in perspective here with the Knave of Swords or the Page of Swords. So let me just look at these cards all together for you guys. So we have the Six of Swords, the Death card in reverse, and then the Knave of Swords. And I think that there may be some times when you second guess letting these people go. You might second guess. They might try to make you feel guilty for letting them go, and make you feel like you neglected them, as if they're some type of child. And unless they are a child, unless they're your child that you're taking care of, or a child that you have guardianship over, you are not responsible for anyone else's well-being but your own. And you need to keep remembering that when people are trying to make you feel guilty for not parenting them, when you're not under any obligation to be their parent. This is a Knave of Swords as well, so I think this has to do with you sticking to your goals, making sure that you focus on your goals, that you focus on what you want to accomplish, and not let any of the outside noise, whether it comes from these people or people like them who are just thirsty for outside validation, you need to make sure that you're focused on your own goals for yourself and that you're focused on your own progress. So here is the Eight of Swords here. And I think that for you, there are a lot of negative thinking patterns and also perhaps a victim mindset that you're shaking this January. And this January, a couple of triggering events are going to happen for you if they haven't happened already. That is going to make you aware of the ways that you've been putting yourself in a negative mindset. With the Eight of Swords reversed, this also speaks about coming out of mental bondage. So there might be people around you who are playing mind games with you, who was trying to play with your mind, who are trying to play with your self-image. Oh, if you don't do this for me, then you're a bad person. How can you say you're capable of doing A, B, C, and D? You're incapable if you don't help me. If you can't do this or perform this task for me, then you're not a good person or you're not worthy of love. And I think people have really played those games with you and really tried to manipulate you emotionally in the past, Virgo. So you're going to be made more aware of this, and you are going to, especially with this Fool in reverse, this is in a lot of literal ways saying, I'm not a fool. I'm not stupid anymore. I'm not young and dumb anymore. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. I see what you're doing. And it's going to help you to grow up out of this young and vulnerable stage that you were in your life, whether you're, chronologically young or not. This earlier stage, or maybe childhood trauma that you had also, Virgo, and for you to really see the wool that's been pulled over your eyes, because part of this Eight of Swords card is also about illusion of powerlessness and coming out of that. So okay, I'm gonna draw an oracle card for you guys and see what else is in store for you. So trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So for a lot of you Virgos, trusting can be a challenge because you've had so many people in your life that were unreliable, so many unpredictable and crazy things happen in your life. It can be very hard for you to trust, to let go, and to trust the universe. But if you want to make all the progress in your life that you know that you're capable of, that's shown here in the spread, you need to make sure that you are trusting your path, that you're trusting the universe to put you on that right path. Especially right now, Virgo, while you might not have as many people in your life as you would like to be supportive of you, you need to build that relationship and that trust with the universe. And trust that the universe is going to get you to where you need to go. That the universe will bring you, will teach you how to love yourself. It will also help you to feel that love because you are loved by the universe. So you don't need anyone outside of yourself to show you love that. Anyway, if people did show you love, if they did show you that, it would only be love from source. That source is using them as a vessel to give to you. So all love comes from source. All love comes from the universe. And it's up to you right now to build a personal relationship with the universe, to connect with the universe. And the universe will show you all of that love, that dedication that you are looking for in others. So yeah, and that's what I just said is basically brought up here by the Three of Chalices. The universe right now wants you to be in union with it so it can give you everything that you need. So if you feel a lack of people in your life right now, Virgo, if you feel loneliness right now, that is something that the universe is using at this moment to draw you closer to it. So you can meditate, you could buy crystals if you wanted to. If you have any other questions about ways that you could connect with the universe, ways that you can build a relationship with the universe so that you can be more in touch with your intuition, there are many ways to do that. You can look it up, but you can also call me for lessons, for spiritual lessons, guidance, readings, and I can help you with that as well. But the Three of Chalices is here, and that is just showing that the universe wants you to be in unity with it. The universe wants you to focus on building a relationship with it so you are aligned, so that you feel that love, so that you get that mothering energy straight from the universe, and you don't have to deal with anybody's toxic bullshit, with anyone's abuse or mistreatment in order to get the love that you deserve. And also there is the Hangman in reverse. So for a lot of you guys, you're going to be coming out of a negative abuse cycle. You're going to be coming out of a negative self-image. You're going to feel unstuck this year. This is going to be the year where everything that you wondered before, you know, why isn't this happening for me? Why aren't my dreams, you know, coming to like full force? Why aren't they materializing in my life? You know I could travel. I know I could get a great apartment. I know I could get this car I really want. I know I could get this dream job. I just don't know why it's not happening for me. And you probably felt in past years like you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone else play, watching everyone else win. But if you work on yourself, if you manifest, and if you put action behind your manifestations, you're going to feel unstuck. Coming this month, you're going to start to feel like everything that you've been wanting for so long, that you've been working towards, is coming to fruition for you. And then the last card I'm going to pull for you, maybe not the last card, I might pull a couple more to kind of bring out what's going on in this Ten of Swords. But I think for you, this is actually just a release of pain. I think that you've had a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, and this is going to be in the past. And this is going to be the month that you start to really be emotionally honest with yourself, because now you can let your hair down. Now that these toxic people are out of your life, you can let your hair down and you can focus on the negative ways that these people affected you. You can really look at your wounds without having anyone throw salt in your wounds, without having anybody try to capitalize off of your pain. And you can fully heal now that you're no longer being wounded. And this is also clarified by the Hermit in reverse, because you're coming out of hiding. You're coming out of that place of abuse and isolation for a lot of you. And you're coming out of the place of denying that mistreatment that you endured. And again, going for what you want. So we started with the Eight of Wands and we end with the Ace of Wands here. And so this is going to be in January. There's going to be a lot of success for you, Virgo. So that was your January reading. If you're looking to book a personal reading with me, you can call the number below or text the number below, actually. Or you can reach out to me on Twitter at the Queen's Tarot. You can also take a look at my Instagram page where I post daily readings. And thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to check back for more readings, okay?